sooner than you think, and everything you fear, everything you avoid, will mean nothing. Marcus Aurelius didn't waste time chasing comfort. He stared death in the face and lived with power. If you truly understood that your time is limited, your life would change today. This video will show you how. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This wasn't poetry. It was a Stoic slap in the face, a reminder that time is always running out, that death isn't something waiting for you at 90. It could show up today, in an accident, a diagnosis, a breath that doesn't come back. Memento Mori means remember death, but it doesn't mean live in fear. It means live on fire. Every wasted minute is a piece of your soul you'll never get back. Marcus used this thought every single day, not to panic, but to become present, intentional, focused. He ruled an empire, but he never believed in tomorrow. He wrote his meditations not to impress people, but to remind himself, "I will die." So what do I do with today? If you don't remember that you're going to die, you'll waste your life. You'll scroll endlessly. Avoid hard things, complain, distract yourself. But the Stoics didn't do that. They made peace with death. And because of that, they lived fully. Most people don't live, they just exist. They float from day to day, acting like they have all the time in the world. They'll start next week. They'll change later. But Marcus Aurelius called this out for the lie it is. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. We fear losing things, money, status, relationships, but act like we'll live forever when it comes to our habits, our growth, our discipline. We treat time like it's unlimited, when it's the most limited thing we have. This is why most men stay mediocre. Not because they lack talent, but because they keep waiting. They live like they have infinite mornings left. But you don't. Every second that ticks away is a second you'll never get back. Every moment you hesitate is a moment lost forever. The Stoic way is to crush procrastination with one truth. You are running out of time. You're not too young to start. You're not too old to change. You're not too busy to build discipline. You just need to stop pretending death isn't real. And if this truth hits you, good, let it hit hard. Because that pain, that discomfort, it's clarity. It's the beginning of purpose. If you've made it this far, you're not like most people. Most avoid this truth, but you're ready to face it. Comment Memento Mori if you're done wasting time and ready to live like your days are numbered. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Most of your stress comes from trying to control things that don't belong to you. Other people's opinions, outcomes, emotions, the past, even death itself. The Stoic path teaches one brutal truth. You control only your actions, your attitude, and your effort. You can't control if someone betrays you, but you can control how you respond. You can't control the future, but you can control your preparation. When you accept this, when you stop fighting the uncontrollable, you get your power back. You stop wasting your time on things that don't matter and start investing in the one thing that does, your character. Marcus didn't try to erase pain, disappointment, or injustice. He trained himself to rise above it. He knew that when you die, people won't remember what you felt. They'll remember how you carried yourself. So stop chasing control. Chase courage. Chase composure. Chase virtue. That's the path of the Stoic. That's the mindset of the warrior. That's what gives your short life real meaning. Even though Marcus Aurelius was emperor of Rome, he constantly reminded himself that death reduces all men to the same dust. Alexander the Great and his mule driver both died, and the same thing happened to them. That's not just humility. That's liberation. You waste years of your life caring about status, about followers, about what other people think. But once you truly accept death, you realize none of that matters. Your ego is a mask, a distraction from what's real. The Stoics believed ego is the enemy, because when you serve your ego, you become fragile, afraid of failure, obsessed with appearance, addicted to validation. But when you detach from pride, you become unshakable. You stop needing applause, you stop fearing judgment. You work in silence, you focus on becoming, not being seen. Marcus practiced this every day. He reminded himself that even Caesar would be forgotten, so he didn't waste his life building statues. He built character. You're not here to impress. You're here to grow. You're not here to chase fame. You're here to master yourself. That's what lasts longer than legacy. That's what death can't erase. Imagine this. You have 6 months to live. Would you keep sleeping in? Scrolling TikTok for 3 hours? Complaining about your job? No, you'd start living with urgency. And that's exactly what Stoicism demands, even if your deadline is unknown. Marcus didn't wait to feel motivated. He acted because he knew time was slipping away. It is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live. Most men wait for a sign, for a moment, for someone to push them. But Marcus knew the only fire that lasts is the one you build inside. Discipline is not a chore. It's a decision to respect your time. And here's the paradox. When you act like you're dying, you finally start living. You hit the gym. You read with intention. You work like your legacy depends on it. Because it does. You're gonna die. But until then, you can become something great. If you stop wasting hours, if you stop chasing pleasure, if you stop lying to yourself that there's time later. There is no later, there is only now. People here live like it's your last day and think it means partying, doing reckless things. That's not what the Stoics taught. Marcus meant something deeper. Live intentionally. Live like every moment matters, because it does. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. If this was your final day, how would you treat your parents? Your purpose? Your pain? Would you waste it arguing? Would you run from hard things? Or would you live in the moment, give your best, speak with honesty, and do your work with full presence? The Stoic path isn't about YOLO. It's about ownership. Every day is a chance to rise above distractions and become who you were meant to be. You don't need a near-death experience to wake up. You need courage to realize that you're already dying. This is your time. Today is your chance. Live it like it's borrowed, because it is. You weren't born to chase comfort. You weren't born to be average. Marcus believed every man had a duty to serve, to build, to improve. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Most men die without ever becoming men. They chase dopamine instead of discipline. They seek shortcuts instead of strength. They build excuses instead of character. If this hit you deep, if you're done wasting time, comment Memento Mori below. Let the world know you're awake now. You are going to die. But until that day, you have one mission. Live like a warrior. Marcus Aurelius left us the blueprint. You just have to follow it. If you're ready to take back control of your life, subscribe now. This channel is your battlefield. Let's get to work.